Cue the Gregorian chant. Tonight, I wave my hands emphatically to make my points dramatically, because Mr. Rapper, your video on the church is sad to me. So first of all, what's up? Are you afraid of history? But the truth is not a mystery. Perhaps you fear historical literacy, because to get it, your fingers would have to get blistery. Most people hate laws. I can think for myself. If that's a recipe for disaster, it isn't self-help. God gives us laws and commandments to help us on our mission. We're not blind imbeciles, but we also ain't self-sufficient. So is Jesus a feeling? If he's tingly, it's working? Then Mother Teresa must be Satan lurking. She didn't hear from Christ for 50 years, but her faith helped her through the tears. But you mock that faith with your raps and jeers? You lead countless others away from Christ by rapping about how piety is really a vice. You bring up annulments. Just let people divorce. But marriage unites with an unbreakable force. Marriage isn't a test drive. Sure, see if you like it. Mankind must not break what God has united. And yes, Catholics build churches that are meant to inspire, teaching the rich and the poor that they ought to aspire, not for pleasure that flees, but for things that are higher. Yes, in her name in the past, many have sinned. The devil needs no invitation. In the church, you'll find him within. But Jesus says, don't be a church hater. The weeds and the wheat, they get separated later. And there's no special room where it's just me and Jesus. We're one body of Christ, not billions of pieces. So Jesus looked around and said, I need a leader. His gaze stopped on a broken man named Peter. And in him, Jesus knew he'd concluded his search. And he said, on this rock, I will build my church.